Hello! I can't believe I am live in the Dream Team. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to see if some people hop on before I jump right in. But what a privilege it is for me to be amongst such greatness in the Dream Team. I'm super excited to give you hopefully a little bit of nuggets of knowledge today. Yeah, I've gotten to know your fearless leader, Brittany, a little bit better, and she's amazing. Hey! So yeah, I am super excited. I almost lost track of time. You know, it's Valentine's Day, and I've been trying to eat good and not eat sugar, but I just had a bite of an amazing caramel apple. It was white chocolate and caramel, and oh my gosh, and then I scarfed down a cookie too. But it's Valentine's Day. You can indulge a little bit, right? And I've got my red lipstick on. If there's any day to wear red lipstick, it's Valentine's Day. But I think this topic that I'm speaking on today goes perfectly well with Valentine's Day. So I'm just going to jump right in. I am so grateful that Brittany invited me to speak to all of you. Again, I feel privileged and honored to be amongst such greatness. The Dream Team is an amazing team, and you guys have really put yourself on the map, and it's awesome. So I wanted to talk about positive mindset and leadership, and probably having a positive attitude is my biggest quality, my skill, whatever you want to call it. Like, I am Mrs. Positive, and it drives my husband nuts. And he says I live in Candyland, but that's how I function. That's how I survive. I have to be positive about everything. I don't work well in negative environments, and I will shut them down real quick. So I wanted to talk about, you know, as you become a leader, and some of you are already big leaders, but as you become a leader, it's really important to have that positive attitude and that mindset, because it will affect everybody around you, and it could really screw up your team in the long run, depending on your attitude. So do you need a positive attitude to be a leader? No, you actually don't. But to be successful, yes, you need a positive attitude to be successful, especially if you want it to be an extended period of time. If you want your team to be sustainable, a positive mindset is going to carry you for a long, long time. And it eliminates drama. I am a huge, huge advocate of no drama in my team. And there's a few things that I do to eliminate drama. And I think my team has learned by now that I will shut issues down real quickly. In fact, it takes a long time, but I approve every single post that goes into my Nail Nation team group. And if there's any little ounce of negativity of any type or any complaining, even if it's a legit complaint, I will not approve that post, and I will go directly to that person and we'll talk it out privately so that it's not some public display. Because once somebody says something negative, it could change somebody else's mindset in a second. And then this thread keeps going, and it just snowball effects, and people are like getting fired up. Even somebody that had never even thought of that issue before be like, oh, hey, yeah, that really sucks. And then it just starts feeding into the negativity. So that's how I eliminate the drama in my team. Nothing, not even a little slight ounce of negativity will go into my team page. And being negative doesn't mean that you have to be like peppy and a cheerleader, and it's not somebody that ignores challenges, but it's somebody who has the attitude to carry along and solve problems. It's something way deeper, and it can be shown in your actions in a personal way. So let's talk about, positivity as a leader. You literally become the energy of your business. You are the energy. Whatever energy you bring to your work, it'll be notified and amplified. So if you're portraying that you're really pissed off about the out of stocks, your team's going to be pissed off about the out of stocks, and sales will halt. It'll just everything will stop and just get all wonky. So your personal attitude is a huge part of your energy. You inject into your team and organization. So if you're not injecting positive all the time with supportive and encouraging thoughts and actions into your team and organization, it's a huge likelihood that they're not going to do that as well. And I'm always telling my leaders, always stay front and center of your team. Even if you're having a bad day, because we're all human, we're going to have bad days, but you cannot let them know that. You stay in front and center of your teams, and if you go quiet, they're going to go quiet. I've seen this happen way too often where I've had leaders just kind of take a break because, you know, they have some personal things they need to deal with, and they didn't even stay in front of their team just a little bit, and their teams have completely died. So you've got to be on your A game all the time. Your team is a mirror of your attitude. And it's not just on your team page. Your team is constantly watching you wherever you are on social media. They're watching you on Instagram. They're watching you on your personal page. So if you're the type of person that wants to spill out negative things on your personal Facebook page, they're watching that, and they're going to be, well, you know, she's having a bad day. She's having anxiety or whatever she's posting about. She's like, you know what? Screw it. I'm having a bad day too. I'm not going to work my business. So just rethink. I know all of us want to like write some negative things just to get it out there. There's so many times where I type it out, not like fully knowing that I'm not going to publish it, but it helps just to type it out, and then I'll delete it and like, okay, I said my piece to myself. I'm over it. I'm going to turn this into a positive and just go. And it helps. And so a huge thing is that positive creates productivity. Okay. So I don't know about you, but I cannot work in a negative environment. If you're in an atmosphere that's positive, you're more likely to be creative and engaged and get more done, because when we're positive, we're happy and we're excited about our business. It just makes such a huge impact. But you as a leader must go first. You're leading the way. So you have to be positive to always create that productivity in your business. And believe it or not, a positive attitude is a choice. We're not born with positive attitudes. It's a mindset we have to learn. It's a choice, and you should never have to wait for someone else to motivate you. I'm going to say that again. You should never have to wait for somebody else to motivate you. You have to be self-motivated. I give myself a pep talk every day. It has to happen every day. No one else is going to get me out of bed. No one else is going to tell me that I need to work on these goals. It's me. Yeah, I might have, you know, my fellow leaders or my upline leaders, you know, saying, oh yeah, you can do it. But unless I have that mindset of, yes, I can do it, like I have to tell myself that you're the only person that can motivate you. And it will determine your actions. You could be like the smartest business person out there. You could have a super high IQ, but if your attitude sucks, it's going to lead to bad decisions. So it does not matter about your background, the education you have, but if your attitude is amazing, you can do amazing things. Okay, so it's going to determine your actions. And then I want to just stick in there, I know we all know this, but comparison is the thief of joy. Do not compare yourself to other people, because that's just going to make you have those negative feelings. You have to just sweep those away. The only person that you should be comparing yourself to is yourself. So you're holding yourself back if you're comparing to other people. You need to be comparing to what your own failures and successes are to better yourself. Nobody else matters in your journey to success, except for your team, and you want to help them lead that way. Okay, so it's important to maintain a positive attitude. Like I said, we're human, we're going to have bad days, we're going to have setbacks. So some ways that we can maintain is just creating your environment every day. I don't know about you, but I cannot function, I cannot work if I just roll out of bed and I'm staying in my pajamas and I just hop onto my computer, I have to, take my shower or my bath. Like in the winter, I'm freezing. I hate cold weather. I like to take a hot bath every day with a bath bomb. Just relax. I'll have it quiet. I'll think about what the tasks are that I need to do during the day, and I'll get ready. I know this is stupid, but I can't function unless I put my makeup on. It just gives me like a little bit more confidence, and I feel like I can face people with positivity. And yeah, I don't care if anyone's judging me for the way I look. I'm judging myself, so I can't be productive unless I do these things. I've talked to some other leaders who will just get their desk area ready. They'll light a candle. They'll make it more like Zen area. Declutter your area. I get super stressful if I'm working in a mess, and that's something I need to do today. Like if you could see, if you could see what my office looked right now, you'd like die. But creating your environment before you get to work to create that positive, bring those positive vibes in. Okay, and then we've got to feed on a steady diet of positive and motivational material. There's so many self-development books out there, podcasts, feeding yourself with positive things. If you're out there looking for negative things, you're going to be a negative person. Like if, people are out there searching for things that they can find about, in Coco or Color Street that's, negative, and those are just excuses for not wanting to work. We have an amazing company. This is fun, you guys. This should not be, and there is nothing negative about the company, just negative people. So if there's anything you find negative to the company, go back to the trace it back, and it's going to be back to a negative person. For example, my first company that I was with shut down after 5 years because we had a new owner come in, and he was super, super negative. He led in such a negative way, and it ultimately killed the company. We had a great product. It was amazing, but the leadership was negative, and so it ultimately killed the company. So if your team is dwindling because of negativity, it will die. So we've got to change that into a positive mindset. Achieve one goal a day. If you can get just one thing done a day that you wanted to do, that is such great positive reinforcement. So achieve one goal a day, and it could be a personal goal, it could be a business goal, but just get one thing done a day that you set out to do, and it's amazing how your attitude can change. And then put up daily reminders of positivity. I kind of talked about, creating your workspace and everything, but put up your awards. Recently, I had my husband put up a shelf so that he could display, my lanyards and ribbons for the conference and some trophies from my past companies and this current one and things like that. And it's such a huge motivator to look across my desk and see that right there and remind myself of my why. So that just creates positive energy in my workspace. And so anyways, I've probably talked your ear off, but that is basically the gist of what I wanted to get at, is just being positive and leading with positivity. It's amazing how you can turn somebody's attitude around just by your attitude. When somebody comes to you with an issue or concern, the way you react is how they're going to react. So just think about it before you, answer or take on an issue. Think about, what is a positive spin on this, and how can I make this positive? But anyways, thanks for letting me come on your page. Hopefully this helps a little bit. Put a smile on today. It's Valentine's Day. If you don't have like a significant other or a loved one and everything, it is a day to love yourself, you guys. Love yourself. It's Valentine's Day. It's all about love. Start with yourself. If you can't love yourself, you can't love anyone else, especially your team. So have an amazing day, you guys, and I will talk to you soon.